Hi, this is David from English Tutor Toronto, and today we're going to be talking about. Today I'm going to be talking about a useful tip. It's more of a useful exercise, which I guess falls under the category of tip. As you can see on my screen, we have a whole bunch of different sentences. Um, so here's the exercise. Read a book, read a story, read whatever, or have a conversation with somebody. When you find the phrase that you're like, oh, I'm not sure what it really means, I don't understand it, um, write that phrase down in its entirety. So, it could be a phrase like long-standing problems, or it could be new vocabulary like overcome, or it could be like I don't understand when do we use overcome versus overcame. Whatever it is. The exercise is use that phrase, word, whatever. Use that word or phrase in a sentence. And so, for example, I had with this student, and you can sunbathe on the beach. We took it from a piece of her writing. Uh, she wrote about going to the beach, and so she wrote about why winter is not her favorite season, why summer is her favorite season, and you can sunbathe on the beach was a piece of writing that I edited for her. And so she came up with a sentence. She came up with a sentence which has the phrase "and you can sunbathe on the beach" in it. Now, if you have a phrase that you don't really understand, like let's say two warring families, that comes from Romeo and Juliet. You don't understand what warring means. Well, in my other useful tips videos, which you can check out, I talked about using Google Define to explain the meanings of certain phrases. So you take the word warring or warring families and you do Google Define to get the dictionary and you go for warring families and see what Google spits out at you. And today we will spit out what? Nothing? Okay, so we'll put it up here. Will say define warring families. Um, so they give you the word feud, right? This is from vocabulary.com. So sometimes if you want to just like this basically will explain to you what a warring families are. But if you want the Google result, just define warring. And for most individual words, I think even for all individual English words, you'll have a Google define dictionary entry for it. So of two or more people or groups in conflict with each other. And then, so some phrases are idiomatic, and so you put it into define here and you won't get a Google result. But you'll get a link that'll help you. Some phrases are just regular English, and Google Translator will pick up most non-idiomatic phrases, and so two warring families, basically in Russian, is the same thing as, yeah, like warring is just an adjective. It's not an idiomatic expression. So use the Google Translator, use define plus your key term, and then try to use these phrases in sentences. Um, that is the that is my tip for how to better recall certain phrases and get comfortable with using certain phrases. I hope this exercise tip has been useful, and have a good day.